Welcome to our Outlaws Player Spotlight. I'm Jonathan Reed, TMO and General Manager of the team, and we're here to introduce a couple of our players and talk to them and know a little bit about them and see kind of what their aspirations are moving forward in their careers. I have John Mason over here, and I have Michael Bibby, and we're just going to let them kind of talk and just have a little conversation about your careers. Thank you for coming, guys.
Appreciate you guys having me.
All right, so we'll start with you, John. Tell us about where you're from, kind of a little bit about yourself, and then kind of what your basketball goals are.
Yes, sir, for sure. So I'm John Mason. I'm from Avon Park, Florida, a little small town in Florida, about in central, in between like Orlando and Tampa. Small town kid, small family, not too much going on, but hoops for real. That's the main thing.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, sir.
So did you play currently in the TBL? You have some TBL experience. You had an experience with that. Tell us where you played college and then TBL.
I bounced around a little bit in college. Went to Georgia Southwestern as a freshman. Played well there. Went on to Santa Fe College out of Gainesville next to UF.
Oh, yeah.
Played well there. Made second team all conference. Had a decent little run. And graduated from there with my AA and business administration.
Okay.
And moved on to Clayton State. Went on to Kaiser University after that. Then COVID happened. A lot of things kind of happened. Bounced around a lot. So finished up at a lot of little things here and there. But kept it pushing and ended up at the University of Fort Lauderdale with Coach Anthony Anderson. Great guy, great coach, and learned a lot over there.
That's good, man.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. And then you played TBO, right?
Yeah, so then I had a short stint over in Columbia for a little while, and then I came back, was kind of looking for somewhere to play. I wasn't really aware of the TBO. Mm-hmm. I didn't know what it was, and then I got onto it through an agent I had earlier, and I got in. It was a little rough. It was a new team, first-year team, just figuring things out. So kind of took a little pay cut. Was working on the side, serving tables, all type of things, just to kind of get my name back out there, get things flowing again. And I had a good year, averaged like 25 and 12, pretty high percentage, and then was dealing with an injury. So I only played about halfway through the season, but went well while I was there.
Makes sense.
Yes,
Good. And Michael, tell us a little bit about where you played college and a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Michael Bibby. I was born and raised in Phoenix, Arizona. My whole family's, I got a pretty big family, man. So born and raised there, played at Shadow Mountain, won 2 state championships. Going into my freshman year in college, I went to the University of South Florida for a year under Orlando Antigua. Rod Strickland was the assistant coach there. And then I ended up transferring to Appalachian State for my next 3 years. So I had to sit out a year because the transfer rule wasn't in effect yet, where you can transfer once and play right away. So I had to sit out a year, had a redshirt my sophomore year. Ended up playing 2 more years there, and then I had stopped playing after graduating after COVID. Just a lot of things going on. But I started getting into coaching, and then that's kind of where I was like, man, I miss basketball. I love basketball. Like I've always had the love for it, but like being away from it from a little bit kind of like drove me to get back into the gym a little bit. So I started working out again a little bit last year. Getting in the gym a lot more, shooting, lifting, getting back in shape, and then you guys gave me a call, came and watched me work out, and then the rest is history. Now I'm here.
Good. Well, a couple questions just so they get to know you. Outlaws fans are really personal. They like to know you a little bit, know a lot about you. So you said you had a small family, right?
Yeah.
How small? How small are we talking?
I got one sister, and that's about it. She has 2 kids, my nephew and niece. I'm very close with them. Good relationship with them. I love them a lot. And that's better. And I got a lot of cousins and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But we're kind of spread out a lot through the state and stuff. So just like the small personal family for real.
Gotcha. That's good, man.
Yes, sir.
So, and then Mike, obviously you come from an NBA family, but you said you have a big family, right? And so just talk about how that is to have like a big family, NBA, well-known, stuff like that.
Well, I mean, obviously the NBA thing is a blessing. Just being around that type of environment my whole life pretty much. You get to meet a lot of people. You get to pick up a lot of things. One of my things is I feel like I have a really high IQ for basketball, and I credit that all to my dad, my grandfather, just being around them and just learning the game from them at all times. So like everywhere we go at a restaurant, we're watching basketball. My dad's teaching me, showing me stuff that I could work on.
Gotcha.
But other than that, I mean, like I said, I have a big family. We're all, like John said, they're spaced out. We're all in Phoenix. So like it's like cousins here, cousins there, everywhere. Like it's everywhere. So like it's a blessing to have a family like I do, man. It's just everybody's cool. It's just like this. It's a lot of. I have a lot of cousins. He say I got a lot of cousins. I got 3 sisters, a new dog.
Man.
But yeah, big family, man. I love it. I love it a lot.
And I'm sure that's different. I'm more like you. I have a small family. That's kind of what I came up for. So to think about that, I'm like, the support that you must get when you do things, I mean, it must be crazy.
It's great. It's great. I have people texting me all the time, just family members, just seeing how I'm doing.
Yeah.
They're saying they're proud of me, stuff like that, just getting back into basketball because they think I can actually take this pretty far. So.
Good. So John, what has been your experience so far with the Outlaws organization? And you don't have to say nice things just because I'm sitting here.
No. It's honestly been great because I was coming from that first year team, real unorganized. Like, they were doing their best, you know what I'm saying? But it was just kind of, it's new. When things are new, it's hard to get things in order. You know, y'all have already won a championship. Y'all kind of already got the recipe, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
A lot of really experienced guys, a lot of good guys. So it's the perfect situation for me. I don't need too much. We got the gym where we're staying. So 24 gym access is a big deal.
It is.
We got a weight room in there. We eat, we get food, you know what I'm saying? We're paid on time, you know, so just everything being really legit professional, compared to, you know what I'm saying, just kind of playing for fun. It's a legit professional league, so that's my biggest thing.
Good. What about you?
Pretty much the same thing, man. It's the professionalism with the whole organization. I mean, this is my first year as a pro, so I don't really know too much on how other situations are. John talked about his situation in Florida not being that well, but it is a first-year program. But just being here and just being able to hoop all the time and just get in work whenever we want it's a blessing.
Yep.
Not a lot of places have that. And the guys are amazing, man. It feels like a family. Like, right when I got here, first week, it's like I've known them for months already.
Yeah,
so like that's also another blessing because I mean, everybody's trying to go to the next level, but at the same time, we're enjoying the time that we're having together now.
That is key. I'm glad you said that because that's kind of what we wanted to build. With my experience playing overseas for so long in different places, I tried to take some of the best things that I got and put them into this situation. Of course, it's not perfect, but we tried to put the best things in this: access to a gym, taking care of you guys, the basketball side of it, and also providing opportunities. So the film is going to be great. You know, we had some film sessions in the little video room and all that kind of stuff.
Yes,
putting those things together is the type of things that we wanted to do for you guys to make sure that you get what you need to get out of this situation. And it seems like this group that we have together this year really appreciates it.
100%.
You guys work hard. You guys, like you said, you've gelled, the chemistry. And that's the recipe that you were talking about. When you were talking about the recipe consists of you guys plus what we provide, and it has to all mix together. But then there's a third piece, and that's the community. And that's the community here, and Enid will embrace you. If we do the right things, we make the right moves, and they can see that we're doing the right things, the community here will embrace us and continue to embrace us, and that'll be something that can help you move your careers forward.
That's something I've already seen already. The community here is great. People are super nice, super respectful. They take care of us. I mean, we just had food made for us after our camp, so it's like the community's for sure there.
Yeah, super involved.
Good deal. So is there anything, like, I got to ask something off the wall, you know, it's all professional and everything, but I always ask something off the wall. So John Mason, tell us something that nobody would know, like right now, that you want to, that somebody might want to know if they're a fan.
I can draw. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, it's kind of random, but yeah, I could probably do like.
I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that.
I've known him for a couple months. I didn't even know that.
That's my guy. I mean, I don't really do it so much anymore because I'm really all about basketball right now. But
Right.
I always thought about it when I was younger, like maybe like do tattoos or like draw like a comic book or something like that. But I'm pretty good at drawing. Yeah.
I like to ask that because people don't have a backup plan a lot. I mean, they do, but they don't really think it in. And I like for people to have a backup plan or some other skills.
I'm gonna have to confirm.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see some of his work.
Say he can draw. That doesn't mean he's good at it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see a picture or something.
Yeah, sure.
So for all those watching, we got to see some of John's work and see what he can do on the art tip.
100%.
What about you? What's something that people don't know about Michael Bibby?
I mean, I don't know if they know because we already put out some stuff, but like I love Adele.
Oh.
Like I love Adele. Like I went to her concert back. I went to her concert back in January by myself. I got my hotel room and I just enjoyed my night. I got really close tickets because I've been wanting to get tickets for her for so long, and I finally just did it. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. And I did it. Went on January 20th. I'm not ever gonna forget it. I got souvenirs and everything from there.
Great.
But I'm a huge Adele fan. Other than that, like I love video games, but like Adele is like right here, right now for me, man. And you can ask anyone on the team. I've told everybody. They know. I'm trying to get them on it. You know
trying to put them on. You got to put people on, man.
Your son like Adele.
He does, actually.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah, that's why he my dog.
He's my one with the culture. He's my son with culture. He's very cultured, so he appreciates good music.
Yeah, great music.
Good deal. And he got to work out with you guys, which was really cool, man. You guys are pushing him. You work with my sons, and that's great. He trains them, and I want you to start working with my other son Trey a little bit too, as he's transitioning from playing the 5 and the 4 into the 3-ish. So these guys are trainers. These guys are great guys. What advice would you give young athletes that are looking to move forward in their career? I mean, just keeping it real. You've bounced around in your career a little bit. You've had some stuff where you've gone around a little bit, lost a little bit of passion. Like, I have my own personal views of what I like to advise people to do. But what would you say if there was one thing you could tell a young athlete and say, hey man, make sure you do this? What would it be?
Number one, you're not as good as you think.
Hey,
That's
amen.
my number one thing. You're not as good as you think. Coming from a small town, people would always be like, maybe you're just a big fish in a small pond or something like that. But a lot of times that might be the case. I averaged probably 21 my junior year, 23. And then like smaller leagues, I had really high numbers. But then when I got to like more elite level competition, I struggled. And I was always wondering why. And it's like, I had a little bit of a big head when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like to hear too much from people. I'm like, I'm doing my thing or whatever, Just kind of realize you're not all that and be a sponge, Be willing to accept criticism and not take it the wrong way, because most of the time it is to help you. It's never really personal. Like, I just don't like this kid, so I'm going to tell him he can't shoot.
Right.
He probably can't shoot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
That'd probably be the biggest thing, but that doesn't mean you can't fix that. You know what I'm saying? Realize it's a little broke. Move some things around.
And work on it,
now
right?
It's going to fall.
Yeah.
So that'd be my biggest thing.
Cool. What do you got?
I mean, just put the work in, man. Like, a lot of kids don't want to work out anymore. They just want to hoop, which is fine. Like, hooping's good, but like working on the little things every day. Like, there's a lot of times where, especially when I was coaching, they don't want to do the little things. They don't want to be coached hard. They want to be told that it's okay. And yes, they don't want to be.
That's real. That's true.
They don't want to be coached, really. That's how I see this generation. They want the highlights. They want the videos. They want the pictures to post on Instagram instead of just going out and playing. And just to do what you can to help your team win, because a lot of times when you go to that next level, you're not going to be the guy. So when you go from high school to college, I don't even know how many athletes playing in Division I basketball, but you're most likely you're going to be a role player, a defensive player. So what are you going to do to help your team win? That's going to keep you on the court. So if you can play defense really well, a lot of times you're going to play 25-plus minutes just because you can play defense. You're going to play defense on the best guy.
On the floor. Yep.
So, I mean, a lot of kids want to score. They want to do all that. So I would say just do what helps your team win, and it'll take you to a different level.
Man, that's great. And it seems like you guys already are doing that from practices, from workouts. Both guys are coachable, but both guys are willing to do whatever it takes for the team to be successful.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate you guys, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
I think we're going to have a great season this year. I'm excited to keep watching you guys and helping you guys move forward in your careers. And when you become an outlaw, we kind of stay with you, man. We as much as you want us involved in your careers, that's what I like to do and help you guys move forward in any way we can. And the community will embrace you. So thank you so much for your time. Thank these guys for coming in. Thank you guys for watching. And we hope to see these guys on the court doing some amazing things.